Today's video, I want to share with you a service called Pictory. Pictory is a service that gives you the ability to convert a script into a video. It's useful because you can create content for social media, marketing content, and faceless YouTube channels. After creating an account and logging in, you're brought to the main screen, which is what you see here. There are several options, which I'll get into each and every one of them. You have the script to video option, you have the article to video, you have edit video using text, and then you have visuals to video. So each one of them has their own unique purpose, and I'm going to get into each one of them now. Script to video is very self-explanatory. It's really turning an existing script that you might have written into a video. Now, if you don't have a script, you could easily go to a service like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, or XAI's Grok to generate a script for a video you have in mind and copy it and paste it into Pictory. So I've gone ahead and I've created a YouTube video script using ChatGPT all about the rise of generative AI. And you can see here I have a title and I have the script highlighted. Some of the other options in this script editor is you can select the highlight button. And what you can do is you can highlight specific areas of your script that you want Pictory to focus on. I'm going to go to the top right here and I'm going to go to screen setting, which is going to auto highlight keywords, and it's going to auto visualize the selection, and it's going to create new scenes between sentence breaks and line breaks. So I'm going to just give Pictory a creative license to select what it thinks works best based on its algorithms, but of course you could take the time and go through it and try to change it on your own. So after clicking proceed, so here's the main page where I can preview the video ahead of time. So on the right hand side, you will see that Pictory has the start of the preview, and they have some text as well. At the bottom, you can see every single scene and scroll along it that goes with every part of the script. And on the left-hand side, you have the script itself, and it's broken up into different scenes. If I wanted to go in and make changes to a scene, I could certainly double-click on it, and I could change the text, and I can update the text to whatever I decide it to be. Or if I see a spelling mistake, or maybe I change my mind about a specific area, I can go ahead and I can edit it here. The on-screen text in the preview section can also be moved around and positioned anywhere I wish. And if it makes sense for the visual that's going to be coming up, then I'll go ahead and I'll do that. But for now, I'm just going to keep it back to what it was before. And then if I wanted to change the aspect ratio, let's say I was making this video for TikTok or for Reels or Shorts, I could click on the portrait mode and then it'll automatically update and set it up accordingly. But for this example, I'm going to go back to landscape. You'll see just slightly below you have a few options here. You can either hide the text completely if you wish. You can apply a voiceover or record your own voiceover. There is a minor video editor, so if I wanted to make changes or cut out certain scenes, I could do that. And then in the settings tab, I have the ability to loop the video. I have the ability to zoom in and pan, and I can add background music, or I can make those changes if I decide that none of those work for me. But I'm going to keep it exactly the same. You'll notice on the left-hand side, there's a number of options here. So visuals is one of them. And this takes it up a notch, where if I was going through the preview section for each and every single scene, if I wasn't a fan of what Pictory was generating to go along with my video, I could actually click into it and I could make changes accordingly. And here I could search for AI, for example, and then you'll see different options come up, and I could select them correspondingly with the text that I have on the screen. With audio, these are different audio tracks that can be leveraged. You also have the ability to select a voiceover. So if you want to use an AI voiceover and you want to change the tone of the voice or how the person sounds, the gender, you could do that through a list of options, and you could also choose certain dialects. And then you can also upload your own. So if you wanted to upload your own media, you could do that and have it here accordingly. Text is self-explanatory. If you wanted to make changes to the way that some of the text looked, that would be the font, that would be the style of font. You could do that in this section. Elements allows you to add certain options. So if I wanted to search specifically for AI, keeping with the theme, Maybe I wanted to add in this airplane. You can see it adds it there. And then if I add it, I can then move it around wherever I need it to go, and that could be added additionally to the scene. And then styles are also different styles of text. So if I wanted to have it highlighted with a green background or with a yellow background, depending on the aesthetic that you prefer, this can actually look better depending on the color of your images and what the video is actually showing. The next one is branding. So if you were somebody who wanted to create videos consistently and you had specific brand for a specific brand in mind, you had a set of colors, you had a set of assets that you wanted to leverage to go along with your brand, and if you're making a number of videos day over day or week over week, and you want to have a consistent look to all of those videos, this is where you would put those assets for your branding. And format is just another section where we could actually change the format again. So if you noticed earlier, I was talking about this button here, but if you wanted to go back and you wanted to change it, you could certainly do that. So if I'm happy with this and I don't need to make any changes and I like what Pictory has done, I can continue to the download button and then just hit download, and my video is available for me to use. So back to the main screen, and we're going to look into article to video. This gives you the opportunity to paste a URL directly into Pictory, and it will generate a video based off of that. So for example, let's say you're somebody who has a blog, you are getting a lot of views on a specific article, and you now want to take that blog and or that specific article, and you want to convert it to a video so you could post it on your social media channels. This is where you would leverage this functionality. So I took an article from an open source website talking about AI, and I pasted it here, and you can see very similarly to the first example, Pictory will take this and break it up and also highlight what it feels are the best pieces of the article that should be used in order to convert it into video clips. So on the left-hand side, you'll see the article pulled with the highlights, and then on the right-hand side, you'll see what it feels is the best highlights that should be included in the clips. And then very similarly, if I wanted to go in and make changes, I could do that. If I wanted to make changes to this scene setting and manually highlight instead of having Pictory do it for me, I could do that, and I could turn off those toggles. So after clicking next, you're presented with this screen. So here, I didn't make any changes myself. I let Pictory do it all for me. So it took the highlighted area, created it into scenes, and as you can see, it's exactly the same as initially when we were starting at the very beginning and we were doing the text to video option. Everything is laid out very succinctly and just the same as it was before. And then if I wanted to go in and make those edits, I could do that in all of the areas that I had highlighted earlier. And then once I'm ready and I'm happy with what Pictory has done or the edits that I've made, I can go ahead and I can click download. So next we're going to look at edit video using text. So when you're on the next screen, you can do one of two things. You can take an existing YouTube video and you can post it here and then hit proceed, or you can upload a video that you've already created. For this example, I'm just going to select on the top left to use a demo video. So here's a demo video with a press conference with Barack Obama. And there's a number of things that I can do that are really powerful. The first is if I want to remove any filler words, I have a toggle here that I can just simply turn on, and Pictory will automatically remove the filler words. And also the silences. So if I turn this, it's going to ask me, what do I want to set as my threshold? I'll keep it at the default, but what this means is Pictory is going to scan the text, and if it detects any silence beyond 2 seconds, it's going to automatically shorten it and remove it. The amazing thing about Pictory is you can go further with the editing. So for example, let's say I'm going through this script and I'm reading it, and there's a section maybe that I messed up, or there's a section that I feel I talked about but is no longer relevant. I could just simply highlight a section of the text, hit delete, and automatically Pictory will update the video and shorten it to the relevant points. So it's really powerful and it saves you a lot of time. If you're someone who's not adept at using video editing software, you can just simply upload your video here, edit it like a Word document, and it'll auto edit the video to your liking. Now here at the top, there's an auto highlight function. And if I select this, I'll go with 1 minute. What'll happen is Pictory will again highlight what it feels are the best clips within the video. This is useful if you have a long form video and you want to pull out the most useful aspects of it and really just cut it down to a 1-minute clip that you can then post on Instagram or to TikTok or any of your social channels and update that and go ahead and post that accordingly. So once again, I can also change the aspect ratio. So if I'm doing it for a different social media website, you'll see that it automatically updates and it's centered and it's ready to go. So the final option is visual to video. This just allows you to go ahead and upload your own images that you can then incorporate into whatever video you're building. And you can add it to an existing library, or you can create a template of it. And then if you're releasing consistent content and maybe there's a visual that you want to keep in there and show that to your audience on a regular basis, you can upload that to Pictory. It's there for you, and then you can just pull it whenever you need to use it. So now I want to talk about pricing. Pictory gives you the full suite of features for a free trial for 15 days, so you can try it ahead of time to see if you like it. But if you upgrade to the starter tier, it gives you a lot more capabilities, such as AI voices, royalty-free stock image from a service called Storyblocks, along with the ability to create up to about 30 videos a month. Now, if you want to scale up to there for professional or teams, those tiers get you access to additional features such as hyper-realistic AI voices from a very well-known service called 11 Labs, along with a lot more functionality when it comes to music tracks, the amount of videos that you can create, and the amount of images that you can use. But that's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.